What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is All Wings Everything. Yes, you're back in my kitchen with your boy Spinelli, and we have another easy and delicious recipe today. Y'all already know I love those one-pan meals, and I got another one for you. I'm gonna show you how to make meatballs and mushroom orzo pasta. And guys, you're gonna love this one here. The flavors are out of this world. It's simple and it's easy. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're gonna use for today's recipe, guys. Let me tell you what we have. So right here, I have 2.5 cups of chicken broth. Right here, I have a pound of meatballs. Now I've already, prepared my meatballs in terms of the ingredients. I'll leave that in the video description below, how I prepare my meatballs, but you can prepare them any way you want to do it. Just add some salt and pepper and ground beef. You can do it that way, but I went a little step further and made some good meatballs, guys. And I just didn't want to add that to the video. Just would have drug the video out longer. So, but here's my meatballs. I have this is about a pound or a pound and a half. And right here I have a half a pound of mushrooms. I'm using the baby Bella mushrooms. Now you could also use white mushrooms, but I find these type mushrooms to be a little bit better. And plus I like these mushrooms. Right here I have a cup of orzo pasta. I have 2 shallots chopped. I have a teaspoon of salt. Right here I have a tablespoon of fresh parsley. I have a half a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Right here I have half a cup of light whipping cream, or you can use half and half. Tablespoon of olive oil. I have 4 to 5 garlic cloves minced. And right here I have a half a teaspoon of salt. So these are the ingredients, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start off by preparing our meatballs and getting them cooked up. So I'm gonna add my tablespoon of olive oil here, and we're gonna get this up to temperature. All right, so what we're gonna do is start adding our meatballs. And we're gonna cook these until they're brown. So we're just gonna move them around throughout the process. Probably take about, maybe about 7 to 10 minutes. All right, so it looks like we are there, brown on all sides, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start removing these, add them to our bowl, and I'm going to cook the remaining meatballs that I have, and then we're gonna move on. All right, so now that we have all our meatballs cooked, what we're gonna do now is gonna turn that heat back up, and we're going to add our shallots, or if you're using onions, you can use onions if you don't have shallots. And we're gonna cook these for 3 to 4 minutes. And we just wanna get these babies sauteed until they're softened and translucent. All right, so now that we're there, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add our garlic along with our mushrooms. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook this until our mushrooms start to soften and it starts to release that liquid. And that's gonna take about 6 to 8 minutes. And you wanna do this over medium heat too. And in this step, you also wanna salt your dish with that teaspoon of salt and that half a teaspoon of pepper. And of course you guys can adjust that the way you see fit. Make sure your salt level and pepper level is to your liking. All right, so we're about 5 minutes in. Our mushrooms are softened. They release that juice. So right now I'm gonna add our orzo. We're gonna come behind that with our chicken broth and our whipping cream. And just for old time's sake, we're gonna add a pinch of more salt and a pinch of black pepper. And we're gonna get this mixed up like this. And we're gonna return our meatballs to the pan, along with all those juices from those meatballs. Now we're gonna take our lid and we're gonna cover this, and we're gonna cook it on medium low for about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so we are 10 minutes in. So guys, let's take a look at what we have right here. And this is what we're looking for, the liquid to absorb, and our pasta is cooked thoroughly. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna come across that with our Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna turn our heat off, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this mixed in here. And guys, this is what we have. Take a look at that, man. All right, so I'm gonna get this off our cooktop onto a cutting board, and I'll be right back. And guys, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add some parsley. Give it a little color. And there you have it, guys. One pan meatballs and mushroom orzo. Guys, take a look at this. You guys already know I'm a huge fan of one pan meals, and I love me a good meatball, a good seasoned meatball. And man, look at these. So guys, I didn't show you how I prepared the meatballs in this video, but I will leave it in the video description below. So let's go ahead and get into quality control, because I'm ready to try this out and I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. All right, let's go. All right, so now it's time for quality control, the favorite part of the show for me and everybody else. And take a look at that. Meatball and mushrooms. Oh goodness. I'm gonna hold the plate up here just so you guys can see what's going on. Man. I love this orzo. This is a pasta. It kind of looks like a rice, but it's really like a pasta, more so than a rice. But it's in shape of rice. Well, at least to me. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't know, but it looks more like a pasta to me and tastes more like a pasta than a rice. Taste some of that meatball. Oh man. This is a delicious one pan meal, guys. All the flavors are on point. I use just the right amount of seasoning when it comes to salt and pepper, even in the meatballs. Man, this is so good and flavorful. Let's look at that meatball. Oh man, cooked thoroughly. This is an easy one pan meal. And just as much as you like them, I love one pan meals. It's fast, quick, easy cleanup. Just dump everything in a pot, you're good to go. Like I say, you can make your meatballs any way you want to, but I'm gonna leave in the video description how I made these meatballs. They're on fire. Or you can also use frozen meatballs. If you want to use frozen meatballs, feel free to use frozen meatballs. Just follow the steps all the way through. Add the meatballs when I add my meatballs here, and you're good to go. So until then, guys, I'm your cook, Spinelli. Yes, this is All Wings Everything, and you already know I am not a chef. I just cook a lot, and I am out. Peace.